Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Cubezella, or you can call me Zella, back at it here with another video. I have exciting news. I am doing my first voiced over section with my new mic stand. I am so excited. It is very posh for me to have such a thing. It's it's nice. Having my mouth be this close to the mic and sound this good without having to hold it up for this segment, because usually that's what I would do. Every time I would have this segment, I would have to hold the mic up and just like keep it same for like my videos for like herbs and stuff. Now I'm gonna have to change how I do that. Usually I would do those videos like while I'm sitting in my bed nice and comfy, but now my mic is stuck stationary, so we will have to adjust and sit here, but it's fine. It's totally fine. Anyways, before we get in the video, don't forget to subscribe because we post tons of cozy content and other stuff too on the other channel. But we also play a lot of The Sims, which we're doing right now. We're making a build. It is part of our Tuesdays and Thursdays throwback series, but I just really wanted to tell you about the mic first. Okay, that was very important to me. I spent money. It was actually really cheap too. So today, what we are making is the Café Z-Bach, or I think it was called Café Multiplaya as well in the Urbz Ds. And we're doing this here. But this one is very exciting because this one has some secrets to it. We have three things going on in this lot. We'll have the actual Café Z-Bach, which is a one-story situation. It's kind of like this cafe coffee place, but it kind of has like a funky vibe to it. In these games, the cafes have like internet access, so they have like computers and stuff. So to me, it's like an internet cafe, which is really cool. I will say right now in this game, we do not have my game, sorry. I don't have the newest expansion pack, the Adventure Awaits, which does have that new venue lot type. So I don't have the new venue lot type, but if you do have the new venue lot type, I will tell you right now, this would work amazing with it because you could turn this into like a proper internet cafe venue. And that'd be kind of cool in my opinion, because right now it's just like a cafe and we have all these internet machines and stuff, but this one specifically, so I made two of them. There's another one I'm still editing and all that kind of stuff, and I still do the voiceover, but this one is just like more like poppy, like there's more pop colors. The other one's more posh, and I think it's just called coffee. Like it's just called a coffee bar, like coffee shop or something like that. This one had a cool name, so I was like, okay, this one's gonna be cooler. So I made this one a gaming internet cafe, and I thought that would just be some more cool. The colors were there. Again, like at some point you would have seen like little pictures pop up on the screen. I also wanted to I try my very best when I'm making the Urbz remakes to make the exterior of the houses kind of look similar, and sometimes I have to use like an inspired version of that, obviously. It just depends on like what the situation is. But for this one, it has like a multiple story. And I was like, well, I don't know what to put upstairs. I could put a hangout area. I could make it somebody's business. But there's a few things that are near this area that I thought would be really fun to put in. There is a secret area, like right outside kind of Café Z-Bach that I wanted to include. This lot has a lot going on. It has so much going on that I've been having a glitch. I think I mentioned this in one of my last, or I don't know when it's coming, but there was a recent like situation where I had a little bit of an issue with my, what's it called? My gallery posts were getting like screwed up, which was not fun. What was happening was, I don't really fully know. Somebody wanted to download my townhouse build, and they said, hey, like I can't find it on the gallery. And I was like, that's weird, because I know I uploaded it. I uploaded it before I try to make sure it's uploaded. And I was like, that's weird. And there we go. We're putting a club door down. What's that? We'll get back to that later though. And I was like, weird, and I couldn't find it on my gallery. So I was like, okay, I'll go home and I'll check it. And it was in my personal gallery, like where I can save things. But I couldn't place it. It was corrupted somehow. And I don't know why. Because this one, I hadn't placed a black picture frame in, or any picture frames of any Sims in, like I did with this one. So I don't know what happened there at all. I'm kind of confused. I still don't know what happened. But just be wary that things are happening, and I don't know why they're happening with the gallery. The gallery itself needs a lot of work. Like I should be able to like at people with comments. I wish I could get like notifications. I don't want notifications while I play, but when I go into the gallery, I like a notification little bar where like I could kind of see like what's going on, if you catch my drift. Unfortunately, I don't have that, but I would like that. I would like that a lot, but it's fine. With this one, in the area I'm currently looking at right now, I'll get to that later. There's a picture of Misty Waters, and I put that and I blew it up and I put it in the one area because that's what it should be. That's correct to the game, and I uploaded it to the gallery like that. And the picture frame had turned black, which today I'm recording on the 4th of November, and I think they're coming out with a fix for this, but too late already, you know. And it corrupted the whole thing. I had to place, for my save file, I had to place these rooms room by room, and this is like a very split leveled build. You'll see that as we go. There's a lot going on in this build. It was hell. When I finally figured out what was going on, it was too late. I still was able to fix it. So all I had to do was take a picture of Misty out of it, and then I could re-upload it to the gallery, and it worked. But just a heads up, that was what was going on. It was very, very it was a lot. It was a lot. So yeah, we fixed it though, after all. And hopefully everything else will be good now, but you never know. Like, I still don't really know if it will be okay. I'm just gonna hope that it will be. But yeah, no, I really like this build. It did, like I said, take a lot of pain, love, sweat, and tears for this, because it did cause me a little bit of chaos because I had everything going wrong with this. At one point, you can see me do the underground part, which we'll get to later, and it looked perfectly fine when I came upstairs, and then the terrain was off, and then there was a gaping hole all of a sudden. I don't know what the heck happened. I did fix it, but this was a painstaking build for some reason. I think just the games doesn't like split leveling very much, especially when I was using so much split leveling, if that makes any sense. And I was like digging it into the ground, not like lifting the building up. So I think that also caused a lot of issues. Upstairs was a little bit easier, but I mean, it still was causing a little bit of a problem for me. Now that we're upstairs, by the way, this is what I would put there instead of Misty Waters for the upload, but I forgot. I just took it out. That's what I put before I replaced the Misty Waters one. I should have just kept it that way, but Misty Waters being there is just kind of funny. I'm starting to go through the catalog and pick out all nerdy-like stuff. Why? Because in the Sims Urbz Ds, Sims in the City, there is rep group clubhouses. And the building itself is kind of hard to do. It's kind of a big square, and these clubhouses are not a big square. So I figure that I'm going to sprinkle these into some of the builds that I make. That would just be smarter. I already have the other two kind of set up to what I want. And then I think there's another building I'm going to make that will have the last one, because I was kind of confused on how to do it. But I think I'm going to do it that way. But yeah, this is what we're going to be doing. They're going to be mixed in to certain like venued areas. That way you can hang out. And it cannot be a business. So you have to keep that in mind. It has to be a venue. And these are both venues. So you can. Oh my God, what am I putting here? What is that? That is a phone booth, right? Right. And if you guys know anything about the Sims, or the Urbz Sims in the City DS, there's a phone booth in the market area. And that phone booth has a huge secret. Now, when I was a kid, I didn't know about this huge secret, but I did figure this out in the game, and I did do it in one of my episodes that is already up. And I will be making tutorial videos on a whole bunch of stuff. Don't you worry. I've already started scheming for that. I've already started, marking out everything that I needed to do. Don't you worry. Right now, we are making Moon Base Zeta, and let me tell you, it was kind of hard to do because it's a very awkward shape to begin with. Very, very awkward shape. And there is just not much that I can really control in this situation. because I am limited to a specific lot shape. I am limited to the fact that you really cannot remake what it is in the game. It is a very odd shapes. It's so hard. Like, I did the best I could. I took inspiration. It kind of mimics it, but it doesn't at the same time, like, at all. But it's very, very, very cool, and I like it. And I hope you guys do too, or if you guys even know what it is. Like I said, when I was a kid, I didn't even know this existed. It is such a niche thing to discover in this game. And honestly, when I go and look up like guides and stuff, there is like nothing on the internet. And that is also why I'm inspired to make some guides for YouTube and all that kind of stuff on things for this game, because I don't know what the heck is going on in half of these, because like for half of the stuff I had to look it up, and it was so hard to even look up the stuff I was looking up. And there's nothing guide-wise on YouTube. And I understand that this is a very old game and no one's like really playing this game. But there might be somebody, and that is passive views for later is what I call it. So I definitely am going to try to make those videos. Now, I definitely had to put a lot more work into those things, because back then when this game was big, there was nothing on the internet back in the day. And when there is, it's not always right. There's no like tutorials half the time. It's not like it was now. And this is a forgotten game, unfortunately. It's literally like abandonware. That's why we all keep kicking and screaming that we want this game to be brought back, as well as like the other version of it, which I can't wait to be able to finally play at some point in our series. But it's going to be a hot minute, because we're playing all the games that we played as a childhood. We have nostalgia too first. Then we'll get into the newer games. And this series is going to take probably a couple of years, because some games will be easier to finish and some will be slower to finish, especially like the Urbz. I'm trying to like do like a different technique with the editing, because I'm like, okay, well, maybe I can get more done during the day, grind more and cut out a lot more, so I can make the series like a little bit quicker, because I think it is kind of taking a hot minute. But yeah, we're kind of winging it for this Moonbase Zeta area, because there's really not much that we can do. I wanted to do like a scientist area, but because you had to be a scientist to use the claw machine, it was kind of just meh. Like, the Nerdies group aren't scientists, so I didn't do that. Now, I do think there's a few people who are scientists that I made, I think. What is her name? Cynthia might be a scientist. I hope I gave her that job. I actually do not remember what jobs I gave her. And I think I made Dr. Maurizio Keys a scientist. At least I hope I did. They better be. I'll fix that if they ain't. Don't worry. But yeah. There's no point in really making that just for them to come here, in my opinion. But we got the whole Nerdies like clubhouse upstairs. And obviously, I put a whole bunch of nerdy-esque things. Yeah, we made it look real good. And this is also me working on the architecture outside, and I was like, oh, these red windows look really good, it's like matching, but I was like, but the picture has like these black shutters, so I end up changing that in a second here. And it's red on the front floor first, and then it's like a brownie tan color upstairs, so we do adjust that. And I do like the way that the build did turn out. Now, it is a little, I put it in Willow Creek because it kind of goes with the vibe of the architecture in a way. But also I put it here because like I feel like Willow Creek gives me the vibes of that arts quarter area, or the whatever the market area is. So it just kind of works for me. And we do have a house across the street. It's not there yet, I don't think you can get a sneak peek because I think I made this first. But yeah, there is going to be a house across the street that is a herb, and that is going to be exciting. It's going to be a at-home business. That's also exciting in my opinion. And yeah, like, it's just, we're slowly building up the world with all our characters from all our games, and it's very exciting to me. I'm having a lot of fun. It's definitely taxing because there's a lot to do, but I love this. This is fun for me. I am having fun, and there's nothing else I can complain about. I really hope that like I sound really good now too. I'm hoping that I'll sound even in everything I record now too. So it's going to be hopefully amazing. But yeah, these are the window shutters that I'm talking about. And we did the downstairs. The downstairs like is the normal, like I said, Café Z-Bach. It is a gaming internet cafe. That's what I'm saying. And like I said, if you do get the Adventure Awaits, make it a venue. make it a gaming internet cafe. And you can play video games because we have like that big TV with some video games. We have computers that you can also buy things from the computers, which is exactly what you can do in the Urbz. You can go there to play video games, or you can go there and buy stock or merchandise for your house, which is usually what I used to do. And then downstairs, like in the basement, is your moon base Zeta, which is interesting. It's a fun little secret. You can do some weird things down there, I guess. There's not much to do. It's there for like gigs because it's a reference. And upstairs is also a reference, but the place is empty. So we're just taking some, the clubhouse is empty. There's a few items in the game that we can't really replicate necessarily, but I'm just putting all that sciencey stuff in here. We have the machine from university that you make all the robots. We have a map because there's a map on a wall. I try to get as much of the wall stuff because that's what it does come with. We have the synthesizer thingies from Get to Work there. We have that other computer thing, the data machine from university as well. We have a normal computer. I think we have the chemistry thingy maybe too as well as the analyzer. We have a containment shower thing going on as well. It's very, very cool. I really, really like it. Is that the ones that you make I don't even remember. I can't even tell you. Fully what was going on here, but it ended up looking amazing. We have that little area where you can play that game too, because I don't know, it looked cool. I'll have, like I said, all these photos of all the areas popping up while I do talk about it. But I do really, really think it's neat. And this one was a real fun one. And this area is a club hangout. So this area will I got to play test it a little bit more. But it should only be for the Nerdies rep group. Or I don't know how the door works. It's either you can assign it to that specific group, or it's any group that has that. I'm not 100%. I think I can assign it. I think Polly has to assign it though. But you have to assign it in your own game. But for me, in my save, in my game, it's only going to be accessible for the Nerdies. So technically, anything above is you can't really access it, but it's cool up here. It is really cool up here. So if you're able to get yourself in the Nerdies group, this is an amazing place for you guys to be able to come do all your nerdy stuff. And it's kind of a shame it's going to be locked off to the Nerdies. It's a clubhouse, but at the same time, there's so much good stuff up here to use for that skill building that it's just, yeah, awesome. I love it. It's amazing, especially with the aquarium, and we have the little Nerdies emblem banner thingy too. It's just, I'm proud. This one I have to toot my own horn for. I am very proud of this build. This one I worked really hard on, especially with all, like I said, the glitches going on with it and having to fix things. It definitely took me a little bit of a minute to try to fix it, but more than a minute. That's being generous. I was really, really going through it. I love these little posters from Little Simsies stuff or kit, but I'm really sad to see that the Urbz was not included on there for whatever reason. We had all of My Sims and all the other games, but we had Busting Out even, I think, but we did not have Urbz as one, and that really upsets me because that would have been amazing and perfect. And yeah, anyways, let's get into the part of the video where I show you everything up close and personal and everything, because I did a little je ne sais quoi at the end of everything. Let's do that right about now. Okay, this is Café Z-Bach. She looks beautiful in this glow, and this one is so fun because, like I said, so much is going on. We have, like I said, a few stories. We have that one, the normal one, and underneath, which I had to fix some things, obviously. Let's showcase everything up close and personal a little bit here. This is, like I said, pretty darn gorgeous, if I do say so myself. I am very happy with this one. So you come in the main doors and you're greeted kind of with this whole room. You have the little coffee bistro area. You have your computers over here, but then if you turn this way, you have your little gaming area where you can do all your games. It's very fun. There's a little section over here with the My Sim trophies, which I thought was really fun. Back here is just kind of like, you know, the area where the worker would be. And then you have like a little bathroom right here. Like I said, this is very gaming-esque. Just a little bathroom. Nothing too special. We have a sink, we have a toilet, and a area for babies. Although I don't think babies should really be hanging out here. You go up these stairs, and this is where the hangout is going to be. It's a very tight area. This is going to go a little bit faster now. This is the hangout. It's very cool. I love it. You come down here and you have like your hangout area. You got a chess table and, you know, console games. There will be a full aquarium. It's not full right now though. Your couch with some stuff. Periodic table. Over here is like kind of like a gaming room. I thought it was kind of fun like this. And it has like sky and galaxy like accent in the top. It's kind of like, ooh, this, yeah, it's kind of like how it is. Come up here and it's another one of those, like I said, rooms where everything is. You have all your analyzers and everything. Little like office-y area. Again, really good. We got some books that I placed out. That way you can throw it into the bookshelf over here. They're kind of placed throughout. There's like a few here and a few here that I have to get a sim to put in, but it's placed so you guys can place it in the bookshelf, so that makes any sense. And then you have a bathroom right here, and this did have a Misty Waters picture on it. It will eventually. Right now I'm staying away until this bug is fixed, which is happening apparently today, hopefully. This containment shower thing is really cool. When we go back outside, like I said, we have this little area here, which is supposed to be like the moon base Zeta area. You come back here, and there is a little area for you to actually go down 2 floors that way. And you come down here. Again, there's no roof because it's broken. This is your moon base Zeta. It's broken because it's underground. I have a roof. It's just not showing. Here's your main entry. I've tried to fix this area. It kind of doesn't want to listen. It's fine. It's glitchy. Anytime you're mixing all this stuff, it's this place hates us. You have a little bed if you want, of course, so you can lay down. Just really random stuff in here. Very, very random. Yeah. We have like an alien plant here in that little like chamber. And over here, I think there's like listening devices, I believe. I'm pretty sure, yeah. Just some listening devices. Nothing too crazy. It is a really, really cool build. Now, I do want to kind of show you guys it in business. We'll take Mumbaloa to it just so you guys could see. Well, we could take Polly. So we have a whole bunch of people coming here. And we do have like little board games over here. They should, like I said, be ordering food. We do have Cannonball over here. Some people will get on the computers, but we don't have the venue lots like set up. And like it should be that you have to, I think, set the rule requirement. I don't think we can we can, but that's because I haven't put Polly as a person to be like, hey, no, you can't yet. Any person with that group, I think, can. And then if you come down here, which you should be able to, I have play tested this, but everything kind of got messed up a few times. So I would not be shocked if it doesn't work very well anymore. Unfortunately, it does work. I have play tested it. There we go. It's just the 2 floors. Sometimes it doesn't like the routing. You have to go to the first one. But you can come down here and do a whole bunch of things. Like I said, though, everyone will kind of come hang out here. They won't play video games as much as you like to. They'll mostly stay here. Once you get a venue set up properly, they'll play more of the computers and the video games as well and not just be here. But anyways, guys, if you guys like this build, please let me know in the comment section down below. It is a beefy one. It was one that was mad at me. It did not want to listen. It did not want to at all. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. This one was a very fun one. It is winter. That's why it kind of looks a little dreary right now. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. Bye.